The pump on RGC stock is not abating, up 17.48% in the pre-market session of today, the 12th of May 2025. Last time we covered it on the 8th, it was trading right around $220 or thereabout. We projected 236.18, 246.18, 256.18. All of those have been taken out. Intraday high, we're looking at here no longer an intraday high. As a matter of fact, we have 400. It's the same 380, but obviously you can see 430 is up there. So this is no longer relevant. Maybe the market hasn't reflected what's going on right now, but well, the chart has is not really reflecting it. But we have clearly surpassed that totally. You know, um, then if we think, if we, I mean, going by what's been going on, because I mean, we have been projecting and have been taking out each projection, taking out each projection, taking out. So I mean, we are not. We're just going to come project further again. So we now have 485.24, 513, 541, 558.68, 638.21, 717.74. There's not, in as much as it has reached in as much as it has reached this height, there's still no justification that it would go beyond this, go further anymore. There's no justification on that. Short sellers will be waiting and hoping and hoping and waiting and hoping and praying that this will plunge, that this is going to pull back at some point. But it may at some naturally should pull back at some point. It has actually pulled back before now. It does pull back, but right now, if I mean just going by the I mean, yeah, this relentless pump, the relentless, you know, um, bid to just take it up to, infinitely high numbers. Then we have to keep on projecting. We have to keep on. I mean, we can't defy the market. This is what the pumpers want. It is what the market wants, and we're giving it to them. We're giving them, projections, more projections: 485.24, 541, 558.68. 638.21, 717.74. There's still no guarantee. There's no guarantee that this is what is going to happen at all. There's no guarantee whatsoever. Here you can see the naturally the algos will always project. It's projecting a total recall, a total recall, a total. It's projecting a retracement all the way down to 9.97. You know, total, yeah, a total wipeout, a total erasure, a total erasure of all of this. There's a total retracement. Maybe not to the lows of maybe not to the lows of where maybe $31 or there, but we have here down here all the way to we have extrapolation of 9.97, roughly not roughly $100. It doesn't look like we have a support here of 145.05 projected downward projection. Any other? Let's see whether we have no 142.72. That's the downward projection. Um, yeah, let's have a look at the history of on the daily chart. I mean, naturally, you should expect that it's going to pull back at some point. It should at some point begin to pull back. It has done so before, but I think this is uncharted territory because we haven't. I mean, graphically, it looks like it hasn't done this before, but actually, yes, it has done it before. Not very long ago. We have here 57.72. Yeah, so it has. This is 10 times. This is from here, from the lows of let's just say 5.3 as of the seventh of March to 7th of March to the 20th of May. It's almost 3 times, more than 3 times, more than 10 times, and it did retrace, gave up more than 30%, more than 50%. So if that's anything to go by, then we are looking at if that sort of replacement is what we're looking at, then $200 or thereabout. But here the algos are projecting on the 4 hour chart is projecting something way more than that. A retracement of something way more than 200%. That will be we can just quickly find out what that is. 1999 minus the current price of Let's see. We can even see the current price here. The current price of 430. Is it active here? Yeah, 99 minus 430. Yeah. Okay. Out of 430. Yeah, multiply by 100. So we have a retracement of 76% expected. You know, however, it doesn't mean that yeah, well, I think I can stand on that. 46%, for 76% retracement I mean, yeah, is expected at some point. Yeah. Let me stick to that. 70%, 76% is expected. Yeah. But we could also have a look at its daily chart, its market grid, and see where things are right now. Yeah, it's active here now. It's active here on Trading View. We can have a look at its market grid to see how where things are. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We can equally have a look at the probabilities later on. Let's see. But the probabilities will always say that it's very strong. It's always going to say that it can hold those highs. Okay, so here we can see the RXT value. This is the upper line value, the upper line, the most extreme upward, the most extreme point on its market grid. It's 537, and we have one of our projections is 541. Yeah, so given that it's in a regime, given that it's in a bullish regime, expect a pullback to correct a contraction of this and less volatility to occur. And at the same time as well, expect that it can also blow through this $537. It's currently now, given the price of 441, it's somewhere around here, just in between the support and the extent and the resistance zones. So that's where it is currently. So expect even higher prices. Expect that it can even attempt to reach the highs of 537. Yeah, we have 541, 558, and yeah. So two things: expect a contraction to occur, and then expect also yet more, extension, yet more momentum, more high price, yet more spikes, yet more spikes to the highs of 537. Yet there's no guarantee that those will happen. I think more of what naturally what you should expect is a contraction. So this is a bit unusual, really, really unusual, really unusual, really unusual, and quite strange, really. And I mean, before now, months ago, we're expecting them to launch a stock split or issue some in the market fundraising, but they have not done any of those. Still a low float. Obviously, it has to be that. Still a low float. Yeah, high prices possible. Even probability of it remaining above its 10-period moving average, 10-day moving average, as the case may be, very high, very high. So yeah, I really I'm I mean, how what's the word now? I'm still surprised. I'm still surprised. If you like, yeah, still surprised that it's still finding momentum to print higher highs. And I think it's also becoming, the volatility has to be infinitely very, very, very thin. It has to be that. But for some reason, it's not showing anything here. You can see what we're looking at here. Look at one, twos, and so very, 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 very tiny volatility here. Yeah. So that's what's going on. If you think he has actually if he has printed a lot of gains, it hasn't even. It's not even in its resistance zone. That's another thing as well. That's what's going by what's going on this market grid. It's still not even in its resistance zone. It's still just slightly above its support zones, based on how things are, based on how volatile things are played out. But at the same time, the algos are also have calculated that we should expect a retracement of around 76%. yeah, over the course of the next few days, up to next week, the 21st of May. So that can possibly happen. It can possibly happen. And yeah, just be careful out there. Know how you're getting involved. Yeah, I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.